Right, so welcome to NFP Friday. NFP Friday, and let's see what we can do here today. So we have drawn our supports on the daily for UJ resistance, previous support now turn resistance, and this is the next resistance. And if we break below this, we are coming all the way to 103,304. So let's go to the 4-hour. Looking at the 4-hour, we see that this rejected this pretty hard, right? So let's remove this. I'm gonna remove this area. I'm going to put my magic rectangle here. Right, this is perfect. And next, we have this area all the way here. Right, so this area is also a support now turn resistance. So I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to place this here as well. Right, place that here. And now, right, if you look left, we broke this high. If you look left, we have some clean candles. Then we have this area. Let's put this up. Let's put this up all the way here. And looking at this, yeah, so we have some clean candles to the left. And if NFP is good, the dollar is going to climb. The dollar is going to climb. If NFP is bad, the dollar is going to drop. So let's see what happens. Now let's go to the 1-hour. Let's go to the 1-hour. And 1-hour, see, 1-hour is respecting this zone very well, right? 1-hour is respecting this zone, and 1-hour is in a range. 1-hour is in this big range. So this range is how many pips? Yeah, around 18 pips, so not much. So if we break up over this, we are coming all the way here. Yeah, let's put this, let's clean this up. We are coming to this area. We're coming to this area. So this is a clean candle to the left. So let's go to the 30-minute. 30-minute once again. Yeah, so we have to break over. Yeah, I think we'll get a break today. So let's see, right? Let's see at this point, right? Okay. So now, if I'm gonna place a buy stop, my buy stops would be above this area, yeah, around 104, and then I'm waiting for this candle to go all the way up here. Yeah, this is where my buy stops would be. Yeah, above this wick. See, these wicks rejected, right? These wicks rejected, and my sell stops, right? Let's look at this. My sell stops would be, there's still 11 more minutes. My sell stops would be, it's pretty risky. I mean, it's pretty risky. And this range, let's look at this range. This range is around 7 pips. Yeah, 7 pips. So yeah, actually buys would look good. And sells below this would look good. But right now we have 11 more minutes. So if I were to place a buy stop, I'll be placing a buy stop over this area. Green color. Let's put that green color. Right, I'll be placing it. So you have to understand that when there's NFP, when there's NFP, your spreads will become super wild. So if you're still a beginner and if you're not comfortable, then you don't have to take this trade. You don't have to risk this trade, because at this point, right, there are no stop loss. There is no stop loss. So you have to keep your fingers ready to close the trade. There's no stop loss, because what's the meaning of buy stop? You anticipate price to push up, right? So this session is basically a gambling session. You're keeping money aside and you're trying to take some trades, and you're trying to leverage the risk to make some gains. So that's what you're doing today, right? So UJ, right? I would say a buy stop. If I were to create a buy stop above this, right, 10478 above this wick, then I'm targeting this clean candle to the left. So yeah, I'm gonna manage my risk, and I'm going to place a buy stop at 104,077. Sell stops will be, we still have 10 minutes. Sell stops will be, if I were to place a sell stop, yeah. Well, I'm not placing a sell stop for UJ, because why? Because this area is, I mean, it can come down, but I think NFP is going to be good. I have a feeling that NFP might be good. So I'm just going to place a buy stop at 104,077. So my risk is going to be super reduced. So 104,0. So you have to be prepared, right? There'll be no stop loss. So this is why that's risky, because there is no stop loss. There is no stop loss because you are anticipating price to go up. So there'll be no stop loss. So I would say close to 657. I would place a I would place buy stop at 104,082. So yeah, why can't you put a stop loss? Okay, the reason why you can't put a stop loss is where are you going to put a stop loss? Because you're just predicting the future. You're just predicting here. You're not analyzing. You're predicting, because this is the only analysis I can give, right? Above this, why clean candles? And then below this, there are some iffy candles. Yes, so I'm just placing a buy stop at this point. I will be placing a buy stop over here. 3 minutes before news. 3 minutes before news, I'll be placing a buy stop over here. And stop loss, my stop loss, I'll be managing risk. So my today's risk is around $200. So I'll be managing risk today. So yep, so let's see how it works. Let's see how this works out. So 104,082. So 082 will be my buy stop. I'll be placing it 3 minutes. 3 minutes before. And looking at gold. So let's analyze gold. Let's get gold. Yeah. So the reason why you can't place a buy stop. Yeah. The reason why you can't place a stop loss is because that once price comes up, right? You can't at that moment you can't type all these values in and place a stop loss, right? So you have to manage your risk. So in this is not what I do all the time. So this is done just once a month. Once a month, I keep some money aside and I trade based on that. So whatever profits I've made for the week, I keep like 200, 300, maybe $250 today. And if I get that, I can leverage more on that. And now looking at gold, right? Let's look at gold. Looking at gold, yeah. So gold, let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily, and let's look at daily and daily, right? Let's look at the daily. So daily, let's place our level. So now we see that this is a resistance, right? Support, now turn resistance, right? Support. So daily still has room to come up all the way here. Daily still has room to come up all the way here. And if I were to enlarge this, I can see that this daily candle has broken the high. So there is room for it to come over here. And yeah, so now this area, oh yeah, so this area is a support, this area is support. So right now this can be resistance. So let's go to the 4 hour. Let's look at the 4 hours. So 4 hour on the daily is also ranging. It's ranging, right? So if I were to draw my rectangles, then this is a support. This is support. And if we break below this, we are coming down to fill this wick. Yeah, we can come down to fill this wick. So you have to be very careful. You have to be super careful. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And no. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting with buy stops. Not a buy, with a buy stop. Buy stop. The meaning of a buy stop is that when price is heading up, it activates your order automatically. That's a buy stop. So you have to be very careful with that. You have to be very careful with that. And that's what I am going to do. So on gold, on the 4 hour, right? This looks like a resistance. This is a resistance on the 4 hour. So now if we break up, this 4 hour candle has broken the high but hasn't closed over there. So in 35 minutes it's closing, but we have 6 more minutes. So let's soon do this analysis. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. Looking at the 1 hour, look at this 1 hour. Full range throughout New York. It's been ranging. Why? Because today is NFP. That's why gold is ranging. Gold is ranging because of NFP. If you look left, right, see this clean, beautiful candle, right? So now, yeah, the gold looks pretty good. So if I were to place a buy stop on gold, I would be placing it around 1846. Yeah, around 1846. So let's go to the 30 minute. Let's look at, yeah, 30 minutes also looks good. I mean, this would be a proper trade, I guess. Yeah, this would be a proper trade, because see, it's been ranging, right? So either now let's look at this, right? Let's reset this chart. For gold, I would be placing buy stops above this area, above this wick 3 minutes before, right? 3 minutes before, buy stops at 1845 and sell stops below this area. So either way, we can go down or we can go up. So you have to be very careful, very risk averse. So let's see what happens. So UJ also looks good. UJ looks good. So UJ, so you have to trade one. You have to pick your choice. So I have given you options on UJ, 104082. Buy stops at this place. Sell stops don't look fancy, because if I were to place a sell stop here, I'm only targeting 11 pips. So with spreads, no, with spreads, your target's going to increase. I mean, your cost of trading is going to increase. So with gold, buy stops at this area. So let's say buy stops, I will be placing it at this area. So 3 minutes before, right? 3 minutes. So now, right now it's 6:56, around 2 minutes, 3 minutes before, I'll be placing a buy stop. So this is my target. This is my area, and you have to be ready to close it. So what I mean by a buy stop, once again, is that when price goes up all the way like this, right? All the way, like, it activates your order. It activates your order. So you have to be prepared. So same thing with the sell stop. If I place a sell stop right below this, when news comes out, if price goes all the way like this, that's perfect. So I'm already I will already be activated in this order. So that's the focus on a buy stop and a sell stop, right? So sell stop will be below this support, below this area. This will be my sell stop. Yeah, so these are my targets. So these are my targets, and let's remove this for this thing. So you have to take into account spread. You have to take into account spread and stop loss, right? Now let's say stop loss, you have to manage your stop loss, because I'm not going to give you a stop loss, right? So if you're not comfortable with this trade, if you're not going to take this trade, that's fine. You can look at it. You can always trade the next NFP that's on January, the first Friday of January. So right now you can just have a look and see what happens, what really happens. So for me, yeah. So for me, I will be taking, let's close this because we're not looking at GJ. So I will be looking at UJ, maybe buy stops over this. Once again, we are approaching 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes. We have 2 more minutes, and buy stops above this area. And for gold, I would be looking, these are the options, right? You can take one, you can take both of them, or you can just call today and come back on Monday. So let's see what happens. No stop loss for you. Yeah. There's no stop loss. There is no stop loss. So this is what I don't recommend you to trade this if you're a beginner, because there's no stop loss. Why? Because you're really anticipating price to go up or down. If at 7 o'clock, if this doesn't happen, that means you have to remove your orders. You can't keep your orders, right? So how do you do this? I go to my MetaTrader 4, I press trade, and I go to buy stop, and I place my orders at 1845. So if you look at your spread is pretty high. Your spread is pretty high, so you have to be very, very, very careful with it. You'll be very careful with it, and let's see what happens. So sometimes price can go up and come down as well. So it can activate both your orders. So in that moment, you're going to be in a very iffy situation, right? You're going to be in a very iffy situation. So you have to maintain your risk. So this is a mental stop loss. So mental stop loss, I don't recommend it, but since I've been here for some time, since I know what I'm doing and how much I'm risking, I will be taking this gold. I'll be taking gold. Yeah. Stop loss above this area. Yeah, not stop loss. Buy stop above 1845. Sell stops below 1836. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Let's see what happens. We have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yep. So let's see what happens. Right. Let's see what happens. Yep. So sometimes nothing happens, right? Sometimes nothing happens. So you have to be aware of everything. Let's look at UJ. UJ is trying to come up. So 5 more seconds. So let's see what happens. Sometimes nothing happens. Why? Because price will move later. Oh, there we go. It's coming up. This is your candle. There we go. Oh, it came up. Yeah. So it activated my order. Yeah, it activated my order. Yeah, it activated my order, and there we go. I'm securing at 10 pips. Secured, and yeah. Oh, yeah. See my yeah. So this, yeah, I secured. Oh, my terminal showed me $100, but I secured at $21. See, this is what happens. So my order got activated here. Yeah, order got activated here, and price went up 20 pips, right? But your spread got pretty high. So now, see, this was your move. So this is UJ. UJ went down, didn't come up. So I'm removing my buy stops. I'm removing, yeah, see, I closed this. I closed this at $21. Yeah, yeah, my terminal got stuck. My terminal got stuck, and yeah, I was in $100 profit. So it was spread. It was basically the spread. When the spread increased, this is why it's very important. So now it's coming down. So I have closed my trade. It was a 2-second trade, 2-second trade. Price went up, price went up. So this was my buy stop, and price went up 20 pips, but I only secured 2 pips, 2 pips. Why? Because the spread was pretty high. Look at the spread on gold. Spread on gold is 6 pips. Spread on gold, oh, it's 7 pips now, 8, 9 pips. Okay, okay. So yeah, so this is buy stops, right? Buy stop order. This is what I anticipated, right? I wanted price to head directly up, all the way up like this. So let's look at news. Let's go and see what happened in news. So this is the candle I anticipated, right, all the way up. So it came back down. So now you have to be, if you're in this trade, you have to close it. I mean, you have to close it because your buy stops got activated. You went into profits and you came back down. It's coming back down, right? So let's look at news. Let's see what happened in news. So which means NFP was let's see what happened. NFP loading, yeah. So NFP was pretty good. NFP was pretty good. Unemployment change for CAD, yeah, and unemployment change, yeah. NFP was, oh, this was pretty bad. Okay, yeah. So unemployment rate was good, 6.7%, but NFP was bad, 245,000. So which means, oh, look at that. So this is why I tell you, right? This is why I tell you, as soon as your order gets activated, you have to close it. You have to close it in profit. So I closed it. When I was closing it, it was at $110 profit. But if I look at my terminal right now, it's at $21 profit and minus commission, yeah, $14. Yeah, so it's pretty. Yeah, so that was your NFP session, right? That was your NFP session. So look at this. This candle broke this and went all the way back down. So we could have placed some sell stops here, but I didn't want to place sell stops here because this was I was waiting for a good NFP. So we didn't get a good NFP, but we got good unemployment rate. Good unemployment rate. So yeah, so now gold is coming down. Yeah. So this is, anyway, I have removed all my orders. I've removed all my orders. Look at that. Look at that. Went up. This is what I tell, that went up, activated your order, and you have to close it. So Abdul over here asked me how much the stop loss is going to be. There was no stop loss. This is basically setting aside some money to risk, and then if it goes your way, you close it. You have to make sure you close your trades. You have to close your trades and call it a day, right? So now, if you have your sell stops active, I mean, you would have made around 30 pips, right? But I have closed all my sell stops. Buy stops on UJ also closed, and the only order that got activated at 7 p.m. for me was this. And this got activated at 18:45.72. Order got activated, and yeah, I had $100, $110, and then it got closed. It got closed at $21. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the best part is that you didn't get stopped out, or you didn't go into a loss. So I closed as soon as it came up. I closed it, and then your terminal gets busy because why? Everybody's trading NFP. Everybody's trading NFP, and so yeah, it's pretty messy. So at least didn't go into a loss. Nothing. Got $14 out of it. $15. Yeah, $15 out of it. So yeah. So that's about it. I mean, that was your NFP. Look at this. If you had this order open, right? Let's say you went up all the way. Here. So I told you that, okay, you know what? Price can come up here, right? The price came up here. It was coming up. It looked so promising, right? So my order got activated here. I got 10 pips, but when I closed, spread was too high. Spread was around 8 pips. So I only got 2 pips. Yeah, I only got 2 pips. And then if you didn't remove your orders, close your positions, and price came down. So maybe at this point, right? At this point, it went down, and if you secured profits, then that's fine. But if you didn't, your order for buy stop got activated and order for sell stop got activated. Now it's in the middle. Now you're in a loss from both sides. That's why I tell you, this is not for the faint-hearted. This is, if you're experienced, if you've been trading for like 2-3 months, then perfect. My lot size was 1 lot. I used a 1 lot on 1845. 1840. Everything I used the one lot. One lot for gold. Sell stop. My orders were at one lot. My UJ order was at one lot. Didn't get activated. Then the only order that got activated was at 1845 for gold. Gold. That's it. That's it. So one lot I made $21 there. $21. So yep. So that was it. I mean, that was it for NFP, right? That was it for NFP. So if NFP now, right? So now at 8 p.m. we have NYSE open. So when NYSE opens, now unemployment was pretty good, right? So but NFP was pretty bad. So I would say gold is gonna rally at 8 p.m. Gold is gonna just continue rallying at 8 p.m. Yeah, gold is gonna continue rallying at 8 p.m. because you know what, unemployment changes is not that important. Not that important. Why? Because this was a massive drop. Look at this drop. From 480K, it was 245K, right? So what is NFP? Change in the number of employed people during the previous month, excluding the farming industry, right? So NFP, non-farm employment change. So this is a vital economic data. So that means less people were employed, right? Excluding the farming industry. So it's pretty bad. This is pretty bad. It's a massive number. So which means gold is going to rally. Gold is going to rally. I think by the end of today's session, around yeah, we are going to get this beautiful candle to the left. That's what I think. But I am not trading anything. I won't be trading. This. So I came here to do NFP. Risked around $200. My risk was 200. So my risk was basically 20 pips on one lot. So this got activated, got 10 pips, but closed at 2 pips. So yep. So buy stops and sell stops. These are the only times during NFP you don't take a buy, you don't take a sell. You have to place your orders. Green was buy stops, red was sell stops. So actually both orders worked out, right? Both orders worked out. This worked out at 7 p.m. This worked out at 7:02, 7:03, 7:04 p.m. Yeah. So it was pretty choppy. Look at that. This is called a fuck you candle. A fuck you candle because it came up, activated this, came down, activated this, and then now it's in the middle. So imagine your order got activated here, your order got activated here. Now you're in no man's land. You're in no man's land, and you are in a loss from this. You are in a loss from this. So this is why you have to close. You have to close ASAP. As soon as you open your trade, you have to close your trade. As soon as your trade gets activated, you have to close your trade. Like even if it's in profit or loss. So let's say, right, this came up here. It came up here, activated my order, and then went all the way back here. Then I would have closed it. I would have definitely closed it. 10 pips, 12 pips, I would have closed it. So $140 minus $140, I would have closed it. So right now it went up, and it looked pretty promising, right? $100, $110 actually. Yeah, so when I closed it, it was $21. So that's fine. That's fine. And UJ also came down. So this range was nothing much. This range, even if I had a sell stop here, right? Sell stop at this area, right? You would have got around 10 pips, but the spread would have, yeah, this is around 10 pips, 11 pips, but spread on UJ also was pretty high. So instead of getting this full portion, you would have only got this area. You would have only got half of this. That's what happened to me. Over here, price went up all the way here, right? All the way here. Yeah, price went up all the way here, but I didn't get this full portion. I only got this much, this area. I only got this area. Instead of this, so this was for the cost of trading, the broker's commission. The broker's part was this. Why? Because everybody trades NFP, and this is what happened. Yeah, so I got my 2 pips, and I'm done for the day. That's it. So if anybody has questions, feel free to ask. So everybody's here. Yeah, everybody's here. Most of the people are here. So let me know if you caught any trades or if you're managing risk. So let me know what happened. If you have any doubts, you can come on your mic and you can talk to me. Yeah, so UJ is heading down because it's pretty bad for the US dollar. US dollar is dumping. Gold is going to continue. At 8 p.m. we will be getting a rally on gold, because looking at news, right? So looking at news, everybody knows that NFP was bad. Right? So what happens if NFP was bad? Later on in the session, 8 p.m., NYSE opens and then we will continue up. We will set 60 to 70% probability that we will continue up. Oh shit, which pair did you buy? By mistake, I bought the wrong pair. Which pair did you buy? I mean, how did you buy? Because these are buy stops and sell stop orders. So you bought manually? Yeah, so this is coming down. Broke down and heading down, maybe all the way down, but this is strong support. So clean candles to the left, so it's mirroring that. And let's see what happened for, oh, Jason, he bought UJ. So you bought UJ at 103901, 103901, 901 over here. Okay, you bought it here. Why, what was your thought process behind this? Yeah, but you manage your risk. That's
wrong pair, bro. I thought I was buying gold.
You thought you're buying gold. So, okay. So you wanted to buy gold at the lowest price, is it? Because you thought that it's going to rally?
Yeah, bro. I thought I'd take a chance.
Okay. It's okay. That's fine. I mean, you manage your risk. You use the 0.15 and you close it at $10. So that's fine. Okay. So how? Okay, you know what? I think some of you don't know how buy stops and sell stops work. So I will make a video and I will send it to you. That's better. That's better. You know what? So simply, right? Simple things is that what a buy stop means is that when price, basically a buy stop is you're buying at the highest price, right? You're anticipating price to move further up. You're anticipating price to just go all the way, right? That's why there's no stop loss, because you want high impact news to push this all the way here. So when it pushes all the way there, what happens? This was your buy stop, right? This was your buy stop. Let me put it buy stop. This was your buy stop, right? So what do you mean by a buy stop? What do you mean by a buy stop is when price is going up, the broker automatically activates your order. The broker automatically you don't have to press anything, right? Automatically activates your order, and now you are in this profit. You are in this profit all the way here. That's what a buy stop means. Same with the sell stop, right? The sell stop is you're selling at the lowest price. You're selling at the lowest price. So when you look at this, you would say, yeah, you're selling at this price, right? This price. So once the order gets activated all the way here, so your broker activates your order at this price, automatically at this price. Let me put it up. Automatically your order got activated here, and now you're in profits at this point. This is where you have to call it a day and secure. This is where you have to call it a day and secure your profits, this area, right? Because why? Because price came down. So high impact news is pretty intense to trade, right? It's pretty intense to trade because you want price to go up. So let's say this guy came all the way here, activated your order, right? He activated your order, and then he pulled back down. He pulled all the way back down. Like let's say instead of going up here, he comes back down here. Now you are in this much of a loss. So what do you have to do? That's why. So there's no stop loss here, right? So you have to come with a set dollar amount to close your orders, right? Set dollar amount. So if this my order got activated here, right, on gold, and if this price came back down here in this area around 20 pips, I would have closed it. My risk was on $250, $200, so I would have closed it. So yeah, so I got around 2 pips. Yeah, 2 pips. That's okay. I mean, that's fine. So yep, so that was your NFP session today. So if you have any doubts, feel free to ask.
I have something to ask you.
Yes.
So basically, it's not a doubt. It's, I mean, I'm asking just like, maybe this might work or might not. Let's say that we think that gold might go up, right? At 1844.
Okay, right. Okay. 1844. This area, is it? Okay.
Sorry?
This area, is it?
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, that area.
Right. Okay.
And then, the next resistance point, according to the clean candle on the left, is at 1867. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the clean candle? Yes, 1867. Correct. All the way to the left. So, if you look left, yes. Let me go left. Hold on. 39. go to 30 minutes, and yeah, this green candle is 18 all the way here to here. So I would say the next candle, once it breaks the low, once it breaks the high, we would come down all the way. We'll come up all the way to 1854. This area. This area is
So basically, what I was thinking is, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't do this because it's too risky. Is it like would people actually put like a buy stop at 1845 or 1844 and then put their take profit at that point and just let it go and wake up the next day and see if it's gone up or down? Is that too risky to do? Is that called day trading? It's not obviously scalping.
Yeah. So yeah, people do that because once it breaks the high, but where will your stop loss be? That's the important part. That's very important, right? Yeah. So let's say if you break this, right, and if you're going to sleep, and let's say your stop loss is like over here, that's almost 80 pips. Let's say your stop loss is here, that's like 200 pips. So let's say you open a one lot. When you open a one lot, and when you come back, and let's say this has hit your stop loss, then you're losing $2,000 for no reason. So, but
True.
it can also work the same way. You open a trade over here, and then your stop loss is here, and then your take profit is here. And for your luck, let's say something happens to the world and some bearish sentiment kicks in, then you would have made $2,000 here. So it works both ways. But
when we are
probably
scalping, sorry, when we are scalping and like when we are placing buy stops and sell stops, we are placing a stop loss and take profit before we put the order, how much risk do you think we should take?
So let's say, so your question was, when you're placing buy stops and sell stops, how much risk that you want to include in your order, is it? That's your question?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So for example, over here, I had a buy stop, right? I had a buy stop. So I had no stop loss. So I told this before itself, I had like no stop loss because there is no possible area to put a stop loss. Like, price can go all the way up. So I can put my stop loss all the way here also, right? All the way here as well. So this stop loss is around 70 pips. But my mental stop was just over here, around 20 pips.
Okay.
So as it goes up, and if
what you think.
Yes. So if it comes down here, and if it exceeds my mental stops, let's say $200 is my mental stops, right? So if it exceeds my $200, if I come into a $200 drawdown, no matter what, I close the trade. So there's no stop loss. That's why NFP is pretty risky. With NFP, you're really anticipating price to break the buy stop or break the sell stop and go down. So you want price to not stop at your point. You want price to continue up or continue down. If you don't get that in the first 50 seconds of 7 p.m., then you have to close both your orders. So what I did, I had a UJ. Oh, look at UJ. Yeah, I had a UJ buy stop over here, didn't get activated, right? And then I had a gold buy stop here, sell stop here. So gold buy stop got activated first. So what happened then? I soon secured profits and I closed the rest of the buy stops. Yeah, see now UJ is going up. Why is it going up? Because it's respecting this unemployment rate. This is pretty good for the dollar, 6.7%. So this is heading up, and yeah, so this was meant to head up. You know why? Because there's some clean candles here, and 103. This area is undervalued for the US dollar. US dollar belongs in the 110, 111. So that's why US dollar is moving up. So my buy stops were at exactly at. Let me tell you exactly where my buy stops were. My buy stops were at 104,082. That was above. Yeah, that was above this pick. Didn't get activated, and then it went all the way up. Right. The same thing here. Gold looks like it's going to drop during now. When 8 p.m. you're going to experience a bullish push. So yep. So that was NFP. That was NFP. If anyone has any questions, then you can come on mic and you can ask and you can clear your doubts. These were the buy stops and these were sell stops. And tomorrow we will have our reflective weekly sessions at 4 p.m. to 5:15, and yes, we might have a simulations package as well. So let's see if I can get hold of the simulations package tonight. Then that's perfect. And yeah, so if you don't have any questions, then I will see you guys tomorrow. If anyone of you guys have any questions, you can put it on chat or you can come on mic and you can ask.
Thanks, bro. Thanks a lot today.
All right, no problem. Take care, bro. All right then. So that's it. I'm calling it a week. Got 2 pips today. That's fine. Not a loss. Got 2 pips, and that's it. That's it. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. All right. Don't overtrade. Don't over risk just because you didn't get this buy stop or sell stop. Don't risk your money on this because now it's a Friday. Friday is meant to relax and be chilled out. Right. So take care. Take care. See you, bro. See you. Bye bye. See you, bro. See you. Everybody take care. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.